Happy Vlogmas day 6. It is like 9 a.m. Headed to work as always. I have a decent day. I have 4 people, so it'll be good. I should have done around like 1:15, somewhere in that. I have been having the craziest dreams though. And literally my alarm woke me up out of one this morning. So I am so freaking tired still. Because like whenever I get woken up out of the deepest sleep ever, I'm like dead tired. But it's also cold as ever. So I'm just gonna die. Hello. All done work. It started off really annoying though, let me tell you, because as I'm on my way, after I vlogged, I got a text message from the owner that my 9:30 appointment canceled. So I basically showed up 30 minutes. Well, really, it was like 9:15. So I was like 45 minutes early then for my 10 a.m., which was super annoying. But it gave me time to get coffee next door because there's like a cute little coffee shop next door. But it was super annoying because my mailbox, so when you call into the salon, it's like an office, so you can press several extensions to get to who you want to talk to. Well, fun thing is my extension doesn't work. So I could have known at 8:30 this morning while I was getting ready that this woman wasn't showing, but because my little extension doesn't work, I got to find out at like 9:07 or something ridiculous. And by the time that happened, I was already halfway here, so I might as well kept going because in 30 more minutes I would have had to leave anyway. It was just super annoying. But I ended up still having 3 people, so that was kind of nice. I had just a wash and style, but it takes like freaking long because her hair is literally down to her butt. And then 2 men's cuts, which was good. So I finished a little actually earlier than what I thought I would. Being a hairdresser is like kind of annoying though because you never know your schedule. But anyway, I'm headed home, and then I think the hubby and I are gonna run a bunch of errands because this is his last day off until next week. So we have to get some stuff done. And my car, as you can probably tell in the vlogs, is literally the size of a toy. So I can't like run to Costco by myself because my car is literally the size of a toe. So I kind of need his car. And he doesn't like to drive this car because it's small. So we're gonna at least head to Costco. I don't know, I think I have a donation I could drop off too, which again won't fit in my car because it's really, really small. So we'll kind of see.
Picking him up from school in my underwear, hitting on the crossing guard. How does that mean now? Good. I haven't written a word. Oh, no! Too much! Oh, guys.
I don't feel anything.
Happy Vlogmas day 7. It's really cold, like 20 degrees cold. That's why I've actually bundled up for once. But it is, I don't even know, like 8 a.m. right now. On my way to work. Have a decently busy day. One of the roads was like closed though, trying to get to work, so I like had to go all around in all these neighborhoods. So that was kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm just half awake. Hello everyone, I am finished with work now, obviously. I curled my hair. What do you think? Yeah, that was a lot. But anyway, so I had I have 4 people today, but the one this morning at 9 a.m. took 3 hours. 3 hours. Yeah, it was, she just has a ton of hair and she had box color on it, so it was a double process. So it was to be expected, but it was a much longer day, and then they had gaps between each client, so like an hour to 30 minutes between each person. So it just like stretched it out because now it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock. But I'm headed home and I'm gonna check on my fur babies. So I didn't want to talk about it this morning because I thought it was freaking crazy, but something really, really weird happened last night. I woke up and one of my dogs was in my arms, and the dog felt really stiff, and I thought it was Baxter, my Jack Russell, because he's just bigger. He's a bigger dog, with the way that it felt. And I was like, well, Baxter hates being like when I have my arm around him, like cuddling him like that. Like no spooning for Baxter, which is fine, even though it would be very, very cozy. But anyway, so I went to feel the paws, and it was Charlotte's feet, but they were ice cold. They were so cold, and I was like, okay, that's not normal, because she's under the blankets up against me. She should be really, really, really hot. So then I laid my hand on her chest to make sure she was breathing, and she wasn't. And I'm like, oh my god, my dog's dead. But then, like, I just felt the slightest little heartbeat ever. And usually I can lay my hand on her chest and I can feel her heartbeat. Her chest is rising and dropping like crazy. She breathes faster than I do. So that's why this was really weird. So I picked her up and I was like, Charlotte. So I was shaking her and saying her name, and it took a little bit of time, but oh my god, I couldn't. So annoying. But she finally did wake up, but she was limp when I picked her up a little bit, and it was dark, so I couldn't see her very well. But she was definitely limp. So finally, I woke her up and she looked at me like, what the fuck are you doing to me? And she looked super, super annoyed. So I was like, all right, cool. Then I laid my hand on her chest again, and she was breathing normal. Her heart was beating nice and strong. I don't know what happened to her. So when I got to work, I was telling a few people, like, what happened to my dog. I'm like, I don't know if I was dreaming, but I don't think I was, because like this woke me up, and then I had anxiety. Like it took me a good hour to fall back asleep because I was so freaking anxious, because I thought I like woke up and my dog was dead for no freaking reason. I can't say the F word, so that's really annoying. But anyway, but yeah, so some people think that she had a seizure and other people think that she just passed out. But either way, it's kind of really scary, because I mean, her last checkup, which was over a year ago, she's due for her shots and stuff, and I should have taken her like sooner, but that wouldn't make my dog pass out or have a seizure as I'm burping. But I don't know. So I called the vet when I got to work, and I was like, look, this is what happened. It was really weird. She was fine this morning. She acted normal. She had her little happy paws. Like, she was trotting all around. She was fine. So I was just kind of like, should I take her in immediately? What should I do? So they had an appointment open today at 12:15, but I was working until now. So I was like, if it is really, 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 like, if you guys are super worried, I'll leave work and I'll get her and I will bring her to you immediately. But if it's not, I would like to wait until tomorrow. And they're like, she's gonna be fine. Watch her. If something happens again, bring her in, and you'll have to pay the emergency fee. But whatever, what's another $100 at this point? So that was my drama for last night, and it was actually really scary because Charlotte's my baby. She was my first doggy. Like, that was mine. So if anything ever happened to her, I don't know what I would do. I'd be very heartbroken. So I'm kind of anxious to get home now to make sure she's okay. But like I said, like, I left this morning, she was fine. She curled back up in bed with my husband, and then I asked him, because he left for work maybe an hour after I did. I was like, did she seem okay to you? And he said yes. So I'm hoping that she just like got too hot and passed out or something. I don't know, but I'll find out tomorrow. And she's gonna be so mad that I'm taking her to the bed, because she hates the bed. I mean, she hates it. She's gonna shake and she's gonna cry, and I'm gonna feel really, really bad. But I gotta make sure my baby's okay. So on that note, I'm on my way home, and I will probably take a nap because I am so tired from being up having an anxiety attack about my dog. God. There's the little girl. She's okay. Yeah, you're okay, right? You scared your mom. You scared me. She's wagging her little butt. Little beagle butt. Little butthead. Yeah, you scared me. Love you. I'm watching some Real Housewives of New Jersey.